All right. So opportunity is God's cipher, and God's cipher is divine. So I say, peace with the prosperous who are taking opportunity. Peace. Hey, look, man, I'm working on a documentary on making intentional generational change. And I've been real kind of quiet about it, haven't really talked about it a lot, but um, I've been advised to start really dropping dimes. So here's the dime. What's that? Wisdom Cipher. Yeah, so we're working on a documentary on it making intentional generational change. And I've had the great opportunity to shoot around, the great United States and to holler at a couple of really impressive change makers. So, um, one of the change makers I got a chance to sit down and build with was A. Donahue Baker. And if you're not familiar with A. Donahue Baker, he has a fintech bank called Money Ave, MoneyAve. So just look up A. Donahue Baker. He just did a great podcast on Jim Jones' podcast. Yeah. Jim Jones, the rapper from Harlem. Harlem. Hey, I'm a Brooklyn boy. You got to get used to me. Jim Jones has a good podcast on the United Masters platform, and it's called Mining Diamonds. And on a recent episode of Mining Diamonds, Jim Jones and I can't think of the sister's name. She's gorgeous. A sister and a brother from Texas, who are like the three people on, the three main people. They interviewed A. Donahue Baker. So look up A. Donahue Baker. He's impressive. He has these 6 steps to wealth. And the first step is becoming a thousandaire. And the last step, you're a millionaire. So you definitely want to check into A. Donahue Baker. Another person we had a great great opportunity. And once again, opportunity is God's cipher, and God's cipher is divine. So peace to the prosperous who are taking opportunity. Um, one of the other people who we got a chance to interview was Majora Carter. And I'm telling you, Majora Carter is the business. So Majora Carter. Look her up. She was like one of the first people involved with TED Talks. One of the first sisters involved with TED Talks. She's done a couple of TEDx talks as well. Uh, we've had a chance to interview a brother who wrote a book on being a father. I can't think his name right now. Got a chance to speak to Derica Purnell. She has a book on becoming abolitionists. So I got a chance to speak to a lot of authors, and it kind of blew me. I mean, A. Donahue Baker has a couple of books he published. Majora Carter has a book she just recently published called Reclaiming Community. You don't have to move out of your community to live in a better one. Dope concept. Derica Purnell has a book called Becoming Abolitionist, and I think one of the upcoming documentary videos that I'm doing, I'm going to talk about how these authors are really thought leaders. So, we have a nice little comment. Let's see. That's wild. Checking out Money Ave. Okay. I'm actually here studying for your certification in FinTech now. Alignment. Peace. Peace. Peace and prosperity to you. Peace and prosperity to you. Yeah. Hey, I'm working on this documentary. And I found that there are some really great change makers out there. So here's my invitation to you. If you're a change maker, if you're a person who's made some great generational change, if you're doing something very different than the generation that birthed you, from your predecessors, holler, get in contact with me. I would love to feature you on the documentary. All right. We're going to have a plethora of change makers who are going to be very explicit about how they made change, their vision for change, and what change will look like. there's a lot of things we need to change in our world. We still have a lot of challenges with poverty. I mean, think about it. Look, I live in Hampton Roads. There's like 15 universities here. Well, maybe not, but let me see. Norfolk State, Hampton University, Old Dominion University, Old Virginia Wesleyan. And I'm just talking on this side of the water almost. Oh man, there's a Tidewater Community College, great program there. Stratford University, great program there. Wave College has their own leadership university. Uh, oh man, there are a lot of universities here, and we have poverty in Hampton Roads. So, with 12 institutions of higher learning, maybe 15, maybe I was stretching, we still have poverty. With 12 institutions of higher learning, all of them having great teaching programs, we still have students who are not doing so well in the high schools, middle schools, and the elementary schools. You know, maybe we're not using our resources well. But the good thing about talking about very accomplished people is they found ways to use their resources in a way that benefits them and those they love. So, if you're interested, I would love to get you involved in our documentary. So, once again, it's making intentional generational change. If you've done something very different than your predecessors, intentionally holler. Leave a DM, leave a comment, leave a way for me to get in contact with you, because I'm looking for some other people to really truly highlight on this road to our documentary. We'll be talking about it more in the future. Hey, but as I said at the beginning, opportunity is God's cipher. God's cipher is divine. So be divinity. Be divinity.